All right, here we go. You don't hear no music in the background because I'm coming to you at a later time. Hold on. All right, all right. Let me see if I got this right. Let me straighten this out a little bit. There we go with vertical. Okay. Well, hello, brothers and sisters of God. It's been a few moons and a few suns. I know it's been about 6 days or something like that. All right. I got caught up with this conflict that's going on. I'm staying real close. Actually, you always stay close to the Word of God no matter what's going on in the world. But sometimes, the body needs, and the mind and whatnot needs a lot of rest and whatnot from all of that. And you know what I'm saying? You're in whatever you may be going through, whatever. But however, um, I do remember last time we were doing a little bit out of Malachi, all right, which he happens to be also a prophet, a minor or shorter of the prophets. So we did chapter 1 with Malachi, and we did all the way from verse 1 to verse 10 to verse 11. But I was thinking, hold on, let me go and finish that chapter 1 of Malachi. Okay, let me go ahead and finish that with you guys. All right, hold on, let me get my pen. Hold on, wait 1 second. All right, I'm going to go ahead and redo verse 11. All right, okay, it says, "For from the rising of the sun even unto the going down of the same, my name shall be great among the Gentiles. And in every place incense shall be offered unto my name, and a pure offering for my name shall be great among the heathens." All right, saith the Lord of hosts. And you better believe it. And let's see, we have, okay, and then 12, verse 12, chapter 1, Malachi, verse 12. "But ye have profaned it in that ye say," I got to turn my page, hold on 1 second. Alright, and I know I'm doing things a little different, but there's a reason for it. Hold on. Sometimes I'll do mornings, sometimes I'll do in the afternoons. That's the way I'm going to start doing it from now on, from time to time. Alright, not every day. Alright, so 12, and it says, "The table of the Lord is polluted." Alright, yeah. "And the fruit thereof, even his meat, is contemptible." 13, "Ye said also, Behold, what a weirdness is it, and ye have snuffed at it, saith the Lord of hosts," with an S, that means of all people, "good and the bad. And ye have brought that which was torn, and the lame, and the sick. Thus ye brought an offering. Should I accept this of your hand, question mark, saith the Lord? No, of course not. He can't accept anything from anybody that's an abomination to him. That's an offense to him. Of course not. In closing of chapter 1, Malachi, verse 14. Hold on, let me make my markings. Whoa. Hold on. Verse 14. "But cursed be the deceiver." All right, that is many back in those ancient times, many in these days, and there will be a great one at that in the latter days. And we know who that deceiver is going to be of all deceivers, the Antichrist himself, the sixth trump. All right, so a lot going on, even including what was that, the eclipse the other day, March 3rd, what, the red moon? Interesting. There's been a few of those, but the thing, and you know what that is? Those are signs. Don't panic, it's not the end of the world, but those are signs from God. All right, in order. So, like I said, 14, verse 14, Malachi chapter 1, "But cursed be the deceiver which hath in his flock a male, and voweth and sacrificeth unto the Lord a corrupt thing." Alright, last but least, "For I am a great king, saith the Lord of hosts, and my name is dreadful among the heathens," among all deceiver and sinners that don't want to convert, even in this generation and in the latter days. All right. And that is the conclusion of Malachi chapter 1, verse 14. Now, I'm going to go ahead and jump to Matthew 24. Now, yeah, I remember we did that before, but we're going to do it anyway. Again, because what's going on right now in the Middle East. Okay. All right. Now, we all know Matthew was a tax collector, all right? And whatnot, right? Okay. But he became one of the disciples, followed Jesus. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go to Matthew 24. I'm going to turn my page. Yes, as of right now, it is considered, it's 4 o'clock California time here in California in the US of A. Yeah, I decided to come to you at this time. There's a reason for it. Now, let me see, chapter 24. Where you at? Okay, hold on. Chapter 24. There we go. All right. Here we go. Now, I came in for a reason, and this pertains to what's going on now. Not in the latter day. I mean, not. Well, actually, yeah, this pertains to the latter days as well. But you know what's happening also in today's current events. So, hold on. Matthew 20, chapter 24. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple. All right. Wait, I'm gonna make my marking. Okay. And his disciples came to him to show, meaning to show him the buildings of the temple. How you doing? Of the temples. And Jesus said unto them, see ye not all these things? Question mark. Jesus is saying, he's replying to one of the disciples, says, verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. All right? Think about that verse right there. All right? And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? All right? And what shall be the sign? Just like the blood moon on March 3rd. All right, and other times. There's signs. What shall be the signs of thy coming, which his coming is the second event, not the first event in the latter days. In the latter days, the first event is the Antichrist, the sixth trump. All right, our rock, our Messiah, the real Messiah, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the seventh trump, is coming at the seventh trump. I got to squint my eyes. I'm using the wrong glasses. But anyhow, and it says, verse 4. Oh no, sorry. Finishing of 3, verse 3. And what shall be the signs of thy coming and of the end of the world? Question mark. All right. 4. And Jesus answered and said, let me turn it this way. And Jesus answered and said, okay, unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. All right, no man. That's exactly what it's saying. No man, nobody. Not even the Antichrist. It really pertains to the Antichrist as well, but the ones that don't know better, that speak deceitful doctrines, yeah. All right, watch out for them. All right, take heed that no man, even the Antichrist, deceives you. Don't be one of those, man. Because it's going to happen. Everything comes to pass according to the word of God, sooner or later. And then it continues to say in Matthew 24, for many shall come, Jesus is declaring, in my name saying, I am Christ. Don't listen to them. Damn whoever talks like that, and shall deceive many. He's making it clear that many are going to come in and saying that he is Christ and shall deceive many. Better believe it. I see you. This is what's happening right now. Yeah, it's real. It's not rumors. There's conflict, major conflict going on, and it is written. So, and shall deceive many. Okay, and then 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Now, many times, we've heard that many times in the past. We've been through a lot of wars, but there's also been a lot of rumors of wars, right? This is not a rumor. This is war. All right, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. You better believe it. It's the conflict is cracking. See that ye be not troubled. All right, Jesus is saying, see that ye be not troubled. Why is he saying that? Because simply he's saying, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Okay, but the end is not yet. Going over here, my next page. Matthew 24, verse 7, for nations shall rise against nations, and kingdoms against kingdoms, and there shall be famines, and pestilence, and earthquakes, in divers places. And once again, you've heard about the earthquakes and whatnot, and other famines, and other things going on and whatnot, right? And, well, there you go, man. All right? What Jesus is saying is coming to pass once again, especially the earthquakes in different places. We've heard a few of those, right, in the past, a little while in the past. But anyhow, for nations shall rise against nations. Boom, it's cracking right now. It's real. It's not fake news. And kingdoms against kingdoms, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in different places. What Jesus spoke here, all right, it's happening for reals this day. All these things are the beginning of sorrows, and there you go. So what's happening with our country, U.S. and Israel, Iran and whatnot, and other nations around that Iran decided to fire up against the whatnot, the radical regime, even though the leaders got decapitated and taken out of the picture, still the people that are loyal to that regime are firing at everybody, going off. You know what I'm saying here? But be troubled not. These things must come to pass, Jesus is saying. All these things are the beginning of sorrows, all right? That's what it is. Let us, privately, quietly pray for those that are caught in the middle of these conflicts. And of course, for our defenders and whatnot, our women and men, and all right, in arms, okay, ask God to protect them, of course. 9, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted. What? Now check this out. Now these things right here, for nations shall rise against nations and kingdoms against kingdoms. That's happening right now. That's real. Rumors of wars or wars. The war is happening. It's not a rumor. And whatnot, and earthquakes, that's been happening from time to time, and pestilence and famines and whatnot, okay? And around the world, and starvation and all this stuff, and, just a lot going on. All right, it's the beginning of sorrows, all right? But when this is going to kick in right here, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. That's been going on. There's been a lot of persecutions and also killings on the Christians as well around the world. So there's a lot of hatred is doing a lot of damage, man. Okay, around the world, man. It's disgusting, man. But this has to happen. This is all part of God's plan. So don't get all freaked out about it. He knows what he's doing. All right. Don't question it. Just relax. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another, which you see a lot of that going on this day, really, honestly. 11, and many false prophets shall rise, which they already have. All right, and that there's in the latter days, there more to come. All right, and many false prophets shall rise. Jesus is declaring this once again. All right, do not pay attention to them. And how do you know, Anthony, they're false prophets? Well, I'll tell you how. If you read the Word of God for yourself, then you'll know. If they're not in alignment, I mean, from word to word, and coming to you with the right, not opinion, but right explanation, what God means by this, then you know that it's just a fake process, a fake prophet with a slick tongue. And shall deceive many. There you go. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. All right, Jesus declaring that. Period. All right, hold on. Let me make my 3 stars, man, because these parts are very, very crucial. Let me make it a star here. Okay. Hold on 1 second, brothers and sisters, God. I should have been doing this as I was going along, but anyhow, Matthew 24, verse 12, and because iniquity, okay, that applies to all of us, okay, you ain't sinless, so don't act like you are, okay, we want to break away from that, let's keep working on that, all right, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, all right, why is he saying that? For the love of many shall wax cold? Because, all right, they're giving into sin. They live, they breathe it, they walk it, they talk it, they act it. All right, so therefore, their spirits becomes wax cold, become dry bones. You don't want to be dry bones and whatnot. All right, hold on. That's verse 12. Okay, verse 13 says, "But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved." Just that. To those that stay put and don't allow themselves to be moved in this time and in the latter days, all right, and not allow themselves to get deceived, to stay faithful and loyal, shall be saved. That's what he's saying. Period. You want to be one of those? I know I do. Oh yeah. 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. I'm going to say it one more time. 14, Matthew 24. And this gospel, all right, of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness. A witness of who? His coming, his glory. All right, unto all nations. All right. And then shall the end come. That's when you know. He's making it clear right there. All right, 15. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation. Who's the abomination of desolation? All right, Satan himself. When he hits the scene claiming to be Christ, looking just like him, but he's a fake pattern. He's a fake rainbow. Spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place, right? Whoso read it, let him understand it, he's saying. Let me say that again. In the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand. All right, period. 16. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. See, that's where the Antichrist is going to set up his throne on Mount Zion, all right, in Jerusalem, all right, where he ought not to be. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains, all right. 17. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. And we're going to stop right there. This is what Jesus is telling, commanding people that are paying attention, that know, and that are faithful, and that are loyal, all right, and doing their best to stand firm and strong and not allow themselves to be moved. He's giving instructions to his disciples, to tell his disciples what to tell others when Jesus leaves the scene, after when he gets crucified in 3 days. His body's in the tomb, but his spirit's in hell. All right, dealing with those that didn't have a chance to leave with him and take the keys and the power and the dominion over Satan at that moment. That's exactly what took place. When he hit that scene, when he ascended there, they scattered. See? No kind of evil, not even Satan's kingdom, man, can even penetrate, period, God's power and glory. All right, brothers and sisters, God, that's what I wanted to bring to you. A little bit of Matthew 24, and it kind of explains what's kind of going on today and what's going to be happening in the latter days. All right. the deceiver. He's going to hit the scene, and we're getting close to that time. And think about this too. Another thing, you get a lot of Iranians, man, that convert themselves to be Christians. They want freedom. All right, they're in the Word of God, but you got to do it real underground and whatnot. But now they're about to be set free, so they can go ahead and worship God and Jesus without any regime, without anybody telling them what who they should worship, who they shouldn't, or what not. They know. They're learning. They're converting. Right on, people. You keep going on. Fight the fight. Hang in there. Brothers, sisters of God in Iran, All right. Truth. All right. Read. Truth. Things are happening.